Hey guys, I'm Swati Singhania. This is my channel where we are unlocking financial literacy for everyone here. And we are very much focused on making finance easy for everyone here. So today we are going to talk about gold, the recent changes in the import duty of gold. What do I think is going to happen with gold in the days to come? So gold, just to brief you guys up, it's a commodity which largely reacts to crisis. Whenever there is crisis anywhere in the globe, people will resort to buy more and more gold because it is considered to be a very safe investment. Any crisis that happens, it will always work as an exchange currency, and there is a lot of historical value that we hold with gold, and that is why gold is so important. If you want to understand why to invest in gold, when to invest in gold, and what is the whole deal and the whole rush about gold, check out this video where we are talking about gold in detail, the whole history of gold prices, what makes gold to react, what are the goods and the bads of gold. Now, as a brief up to what happened recently. So in the recent budget, which was announced on 1st February 2021, the finance minister of our country reduced the import duty on gold from 12.5% to 7.5%. Now, it is very interesting for us to understand the history of import duty on gold. Till about 2011, there was negligible import duty on gold. It was only rupees 300 on 10 grams of gold. It was first imposed in January 2012 at 2%, which was increased to 4% in February 2012. Then again in January 2013, it was made 6%. And then straight in August 2013, it was made 10%. And then after a lot of years, in 2019, the government increased the import duty from 10 to 12.5%. Now, what role does import duty play? Obviously, it brings a lot of taxation to the government. But a very high import duty basically means that there will be more and more smuggling of gold, because there will be a very substantial price difference when gold is imported officially versus unofficially. And so any increase in import duty of gold will increase that buffer, or let's say the gap between the gold official and unofficial prices, and so smuggling keeps on increasing. Officially, in the past 2 years, gold has been imported less in our country, but it was felt that a large section of gold in the country is coming through unofficial sources, and probably this is one of the most important reasons that the government this year brought down the import duty from 12.5% to straight up 7.5%. So this is basically taking the gold import duty back to 2013. I do think this is a very good move by the government, because it is going to bring down the whole gap between the official and unofficial gold prices. It will also discourage the smugglers to import duty unofficially. Now let's understand, with this change in import duty, what is the future of gold price? So the gold prices have already decreased in the past month, and this has largely been the effect of the decrease in import duty. So because the import duty reduced by about 5%, if you see the gold from 43,000, 44,000 levels have come down to roughly 41,000 levels per 10 grams. And this is largely due to the reduction in import duty. However, from its peak of August 2020, gold has already come down substantially, and this has largely been the impact of the fact that crisis called COVID is now almost over. We now have a vaccine, people are already getting vaccinated, and there is a lot of hope. Government is pushing in a lot of incentives. There are too many schemes coming in, and so this largely brings in a lot of hope and happiness across the society, and people do hope that going forward there's going to be a very good development. So what does this mean? This basically means psychologically that crisis is almost over. And so people start investing in other investments, which is bond, which is equity shares, and they also start investing in other forms of investments like property, land for that matter. So this means that they will start withdrawing from the safe haven, which is gold, and start investing in other forms of investment. And this was the main reason for gold to come down from its peak of 50,000 plus to almost 44,000 levels before the budget. Going forward, however, I do think that gold is going to remain within a band of around 40,000 Because going forward, there is not expectation of extreme events which can affect gold prices. Don't expect it to remain stable. There will always be some amount of variation that will happen in prices. However, don't think that you cannot invest in gold. I personally think that gold is a commodity which should always be invested for long term. It is not a product which should be invested for short term. In the long term, if you see, gold has increased from 5,000 in 2000s to about 18,000 in 2010 and crossing 50,000 in 2020, and let's say remaining anywhere around 40,000 in 2021. So this is a very, very good return. And if you see in the long run, so let's say in the next 5 years, 10 years or 20 years, gold will always give you very good returns. So from here, gold may come down a little bit more, so maybe it may adjust a little more to the crisis being over. But in the long run, gold is going to be a positive investment. So if you have expectations of an event happening in your family where gold may be needed, so let's say there is a marriage or also in your portfolio there is no gold, this is a good time to start investing in gold. Never invest all your money in gold at one point of time. Start making an SIP, start investing gold, start investing every month in gold, and this is a good time to start. This video in detail will tell you a lot about gold and all the dynamics that happens in gold. Today's video was largely relating to the import duty changes of gold and how it can affect your investment decisions about gold. So don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, and also leave us a comment as to how you think this video is going to help you. See you guys.